So, enabled by design, essentially what we're about is trying to do a bit of this, to try and move away from these horrific pieces of equipment that people who suffer disability, whether on a long-term basis or short-term basis, you know, whether it's Denise with MS or whether it's someone with a broken leg, have to suffer horrific commodes in this case. Obviously not comparable products entirely that we have there. You wouldn't want to be doing what you do on the left, on the right, but at the same time, the notion is that what we're trying to do is build an online marketplace and community is the vision, where we can start to essentially prove the case for more personalised, more design-focused, more design both in terms of useful but also aesthetically pleasing design, so that that people like the NHS can no longer just say, well, this is all we have, and this is what you're going to get. And to try and disrupt the system a little bit by bringing these people together in an online platform to discuss their needs, try and share ideas about how where someone may have found a product which actually is quite nice and quite useful, maybe outside the NHS, would you believe? Perhaps, you know, a nicer Lessie knife and fork if they find it difficult to hold your normal knife and fork. So it's about knowledge sharing, and it's also about bringing designers in as well to see that there's opportunities out there for them with a community that's tended in the past to just have to be grateful recipients for this kind of equipment. I would show you a quick demo. We've actually done this little clip as to how you could essentially this was about if you find it difficult to hold a knife and cut vegetables. Denise had found a product called the Euro Chopper, where you can put your onion in a Euro Chopper, believe it or not, and hit the top rather than having to cut it. And that does the job for you. If you get a chance, go to enabledbydesign.org and watch the video. It's well worth it. It's been nicknamed the bionic arm, that's all I'll say. So where we've been so far, we actually came from the social innovation camp, and all these amazing people we've just had conversation after conversation with for the last month or so. We won a little bit of cash from the social innovation camp. It really only goes so far, and so we're really looking to move on a stage so that we can actually start to build something and get something out there. This is our wish cloud. It's just essentially a way of trying to illustrate some of our priorities for how we'd quite like to develop the system. The things that are larger at the moment, the things that we're thinking would be quite useful to some people. So in terms of where next for us, we're hoping that Denise can now go full-time as soon as possible on this. She would be we're co-founders, but she would be the person taking it forward full-time. We want to get out there, get some user testimonies, how they could use the system, build relationships with people like PCTs and the NHS, develop our style. We've got Flock, that's pretty stylish. Maybe we can take that a bit further. Try and understand what our beta site might look like and get it going, essentially. And what we got from this last 24 hours, some fantastic advice, and thank you, everybody.